We initially decided to make this film after the first protests right after George Floyd's tragic murder. We kind of had a little bit of a release schedule planned, but with everything going on in the world, we just decided this was much more important and we needed to push everything aside and kind of find a way to help the cause and write something that would benefit the movement in any way. What's up, guys? This is Nick Oski from Supermoon Studios, and this is a quick behind the scenes video of our newest short, When a Black Man Walks Home. I would just hate to see you get hurt during all this. I think it would be best for you to just lay low and stay out of it all. Over the course of a week, I wrote a script, and basically I took it to my director of photography, Zach, and our actor, who was Xavier Cooke, and I just asked them if it felt authentic, if it felt true to life, if it felt like a real situation that they, as people of color, may have experienced on a day-to-day basis. And basically, from there, we just decided to kind of get the ball rolling and kind of hit the ground and start putting together a set, finding some other actors we could use, and just deciding to put this together and get it out there. Indulging in such reckless activities, surrounding yourself in an unsafe environment with unsafe people, it may very well set our progress back and leave you feeling vulnerable.
All due respect, Doc, I'm always vulnerable.
So when the idea was first kind of coming into fruition, I thought it was something that was really cool and kind of unique to add to the collective activism that is going on in our kind of area and just kind of the internet as a whole.
I'll try my best.
Hey guys, this is Kelli. I'm the director of photography for When a Black Man Walks Home.
How's it going tonight, sir?
Especially the way we're doing it to consult and have actors and crew that were people of color, especially with our lead actor Xavier, talking to him to make sure that it was all authentic and kind of getting into a little bit of real conversations about fears of law enforcement and things like that.
How's it going tonight, sir? I'm good. How about yourself, officer?
Why don't you take that mask off for me?
Okay.
Now, where are you headed?
I'm just on my way home, man.
Originally, we built a set in my basement. That's the therapist set where Xavier's character talks to his therapist. This scene was really important to get right because we wanted it to feel like Xavier and kind of his own feelings were being kind of pushed down by his therapist, and it sounds like his therapist knows more about it than he does, but he absolutely doesn't. It seemed to be getting very rough out there. We wanted to kind of have that shine through and show that even though his therapist is asking him to kind of stay out of this situation, as a person of color, you just can't stay out of this situation.
Sup, I'm a Xavier Cooke, and I'm the young man that you guys see in the film, and I just think it's really cool. This type of thing needed to be talked about, and it still needs to be talked about. So I was really excited when I got the opportunity to be a part of it. We could always be doing more. So I love seeing people go out in the protests and stuff, and I've been to a couple protests myself, and it's just nice to see people actually caring and trying to stick it in people's faces of what needs to be changed. At first, it was kind of difficult just because this subject makes me uneasy, being a large African American male. But it was something that I wanted to do, and we pushed through it, and I love the way it came out.
Basically, everything in the scene was original stuff that we just had lying around, or that we kind of found a way to reinvent. Some Christmas lights, some candles, some old trophies, and an old VHS TV. We wanted it to feel like a home office. We wanted it to feel homely, a place that someone should feel safe in, but maybe they might not be getting the best advice right now. Have you given them any thought? That took a few weeks to get together. We grabbed some furniture that we had lying around the house. I actually took this desk is actually my grandmother's desk, so that's why we're filming this behind the scenes video, so we can get this back to her and she can sit at it and read again. I would just hate to see you get hurt during all this. I think it would be best for you to just lay low and stay out of it all. So from there, we had to put some costumes together as well. So the police uniforms, we tried really hard to make them seem authentic. Of course, they're still kind of movie magic and not quite accurate, but we couldn't, with our limited time and our limited budget, we couldn't actually gain access to professional-looking police uniforms. So we think they came out okay, and especially because they're used in a dream sequence in the short film, we think it kind of adds another layer of like cinematic, maybe dreamscape-ness to the scene. So other than that, once we got our actors together, we basically tried to get it all done in one day.
I'm sorry, is there a problem, officer? Is there a fucking law against walking or something, man?
Well, no. There's no law against walking home.
Hi, I'm Carl Leslie Cox III, and I play cop number 1 on When a Black Man Walks Home.
But we did get a call about a domestic disturbance. A tall, dark fella who was headed south down Main Street.
When I first read the script, I was pretty inspired to take the role because there's a big problem with police brutality going on within the United States right now. And it all starts with everybody listening to each other and to each other's stories, coming together as one, unifying, and tackling the problem as a team. But I realized that my reputation means nothing in comparison to this cause. This cause is huge, and I'm just one person. So if I can play my one simple role into painting the bigger picture for everyone else to see, then I have to step up and do that.
Hey, my name is Roberto Quinonez, and I played cop number 2 on When a Black Man Walks Home. Basically, Nick pitched the idea to me about this film. He was like telling me about it one day, and I just thought it was like a really good idea. It was a good angle for a story that like is being told a lot right now, which is good, but like this was a slightly different perspective, so I thought it was gonna be a good thing to be a part of. I think like at first it was kind of weird to try to get into character. Xavier is like such a nice person that like it felt kind of weird to be judging him, but like once the camera started rolling, I kind of just took on my character and tried to channel what a cop would do in that situation.
Bro, it's right down the block.
What you got in the backpack today, son?
That was an experience. They're great guys and they're pretty funny. So it was very hard to imagine them as the hateful, aggressive men that they were portraying, but I think they did a good job doing that.
It was great. Me and Xavier had great chemistry. We were able to feed off each other a lot while we were rolling. He's got a great sense of humor, and I mean, all in all, it was a great time.
Oh, definitely. They were great. Really good guys. It was a good time.
To have it more tripods and to show stability in the beginning of the scenes with the therapist, because he kind of, in a way, has all the control and all the power in that scene, and then for the dream sequence to do it all in one take and to have it frantically to kind of really get into the feelings and the mind of our lead character.
Good, how about yourself, officer?
And then to kind of cut back to him to realize that it was all just a dream, that hopefully will drive home the point that this is a real reality that a lot of people in the United States and all over really face, and hopefully it can kind of give people just a small little insight of what a great deal of Americans feel every day.
How's it going tonight, sir?
I'm good, officer.
We had it all shot listed out. I had it shot listed that afternoon, but I was going over it and reading how many shots we needed to do, and honestly, it seemed daunting to get all those shots at one night, so I said, why don't we just try and get it in one shot? And if we can't do it, we can't do it. So we had a great team of actors. They absolutely nailed the lines and the feel, and I believe the situation itself felt very, very true and very authentic. So I'm very glad that we decided to go with that one shot. It puts you right in the situation, right in the conversation with them that you just can't get out of, and that's how it feels.
We have a suspect resisting arrest. Suspect resisting in downtown.
So we had some new equipment we filmed on. That was also a new challenge. We filmed on a Blackmagic Ursa Mini Pro that we just got in, just started using, and just kind of started getting our bearings with. So that was another challenge, was working on new equipment and just kind of having everyone meet up, jive together, and just kind of get this thing done. And I think we did a great job doing that. I think we had a great crew on set, and I think we made something really real and pertinent to the conversation that I hope can help some people.
I want people to understand that just because you don't feel threatened when you get pulled over by a cop, or just because you don't feel threatened or feel like you're being watched when you go into stores and stuff, doesn't mean it doesn't happen. And that's what people aren't getting. You don't deserve to be murdered because of what you're doing if it's not harmful to somebody else.
If every time you turn on your television or you open up your computer, there's something out there that's trying to spread the right cause and get the message across through to the public however they can, because I mean, people learn in very different ways.
I think it's really important to donate to certain causes that are actually helping out these communities that are affected by police brutality and other socioeconomical problems.
If you're from a different perspective of it, at least be mindful enough to the point where you can see the other side's view on things. I know people who I don't agree with what they believe in or what they say or stuff, but I always listen to what they say, and I'm not gonna throw that away just because it's not happening to me.
The blatant racism that's going on in this country 65 years after this was supposed to get put away is just, it's not right.
Just keep it at like the forefront of your mind and make sure that others around you know that it's important. Xavier's character felt a lot of fear. That's something that's like a real thing that people don't tend to talk about too much, but it's definitely something that is out there.
That was probably our most physically demanding shoot that we've ever done. And we're very grateful that Xavier was okay and felt comfortable on set. That was one of our most important things. We wanted to make sure he felt safe at all times and that none of this felt over the top or unrealistic or anything that he didn't want to be a part of.
At no point in time did I ever feel threatened by anyone on the cast or anyone in the production, because I think I can take all of you.
The best thing you guys could probably do is listen to what's going on, listening to what's happening, gather as much information as you can, form the right opinion, and make the right call when you're filming these movies.
I just hope they watch the film and try to like understand what we were trying to do and that they enjoyed it and that they can share it with people around them.
Keep spreading positivity. It doesn't matter what you're doing, what you're talking about, just try to be positive to it, because it's 2020 and the world is going to shit right now.
I hope it changes the way you think about the social climate and the social culture right now. Because when that's unfolding in real life, there is no cut. There is no pause. That's what's happening.
I would love to do something like this again if the opportunity came up.
Absolutely.
I would be part of 1 million of these productions.
Thank you so much. This is Nick Oski.
I'm Roberto Quinonez.
This is Carl Leslie Cox III.
Check out our new short, When a Black Man Walks Home. It's on YouTube.
You should go watch When a Black Man Walks Home on YouTube.
Come check out When a Black Man Walks Home. It's a great flick. I appreciate you watching it. Thank you.
And scene.